Coming up on H-Town Live, candy, costumes, and caution. We've got expert advice to keep your little ones safe while trick or treating. And speaking of trick-or-treating, kids will be out in full force. AAA is joining us with some safety tips for drivers. And what a treat for Texans fans. The Texans beat the San Francisco 49ers 26-15. What this means for their playoff chances. We'll check in with H-Town Sports Talk co-host Kim Davis a little later in the show. H-Town Live starts now.
Live from Houston with Maggie Flecknoe, your destination for hometown business, local cuisine, culture, and community. This is H-Town Live.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, October 27th. I'm Maggie Flecknoe, and this is H-Town Live. I hope that you all had a great weekend. I have to say, we had the absolute best weekend. Those storms on Saturday, they canceled plans, so we stayed at home and did all things Halloween. And then, on this Motivational Monday, I actually wanted to share something with you all. So 6 years ago, yesterday, my husband and I went on our very first date. Now, why am I sharing about our very first date? Well, here's the thing. I almost didn't go. Yeah, true story. So this is to encourage you to say yes. So if you know me, you know I am notorious for saying maybe or no. So it was a Friday night. The Astros were in the World Series. Urquidy was pitching. In fact, now my husband actually has a ball signed by Urquidy. We're very sentimental in our house. But yeah, I worked early mornings Friday night, and I was like, do I want to go on a date tonight, a first date? And I was like, I just don't know. And my mom, thank you, Mommy, she said, Maggie, how are you going to meet someone if you're always canceling? So on this night, the Friday before Halloween, I decided to say yes. And I am so thankful I did. Because that one date, that one last first date, that one yes, changed my life. And now look at what I did yesterday. There I am with my husband and our beautiful daughter, May. And I was overcome with emotion yesterday. Maybe it's because I was older when I got married and had my daughter, but it's just so amazing how one yes and one taking a chance can just change your entire life, and all of your dreams can come true. A year later, we were engaged, and a year later, married, and a year later, we had our daughter. So yeah, we were older when we got married, but boy, did we move fast then. And all of my dreams have come true. So I am so thankful that my mom encouraged me to say yes, and that I said yes, took a chance. And so today, on this Motivational Monday, one, I'm encouraging you, never settle. I was older when I got married, and look at me now. And also, I'm encouraging all of you, say yes. You never know what might be on the other side. So we were at that Halloween carnival. May was cotton candy. We had the best time. I love doing all of the things now, you know, with the family. So we cannot wait to go trick-or-treating. And that brings us to our first guest. Before all of our little ghosts and goblins hit the streets, we have some expert advice to keep them safe. So please welcome our good friends from the Fort Bend County Precinct 4 Constable's Office. We have Assistant Chief Robert Becker and Lieutenant Corey Hansen. Gentlemen, thank you so much for waking up with us.
Absolutely. Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Oh, I always love having you, gentlemen. So I'm very excited. May is very into trick-or-treating. She's 3. Here's the thing, though. We want to make sure all of the kids stay safe. So what's the biggest piece of advice you have?
Probably the biggest piece of advice is for parents to keep an eye on your children at all times. One thing that I've noticed over the years is I've seen parents in their cars watching their kids go house to house. So the parent is watching their kids and having to watch the street with kids running across. And so it's best to park the car, get out, and walk with your kids.
Right.
Another safety piece would be, or tip, would be costumes.
Right.
No dark costumes. Or if they're going to wear a dark costume, get reflective tape or put something on the back of it so they can be seen.
Okay.
Or go with a lighter color. And other than that, it's just flashlights, go out and have a great time. Trick-or-treating usually starts around when the sun goes down, and so just make sure that your child is visible. And one more thing is, I don't want to scare anybody, but Apple AirTags in their costumes.
Okay.
Just playing it safe, just in case something was to happen.
That's actually a really good idea. What's the best way to attach them? Do we just put tape, or what do you recommend? Or in their shoe?
Yeah, put it in their shoe, tape, or they even sell holders for the AirTags on Amazon.
Okay.
That you can get, and
Okay.
and like a key ring type
Hey, I'm
deal.
not opposed to this. This is something I would do for sure. I think it's a great idea. Now, some of us, it's not like the good old days where you knew your neighbors. So what do you suggest about that, Lieutenant?
So, as you mentioned, sometimes we don't get to know our neighbors or have the time to in our busy schedules. And one of the cautions, especially surrounding Halloween, is sex offenders.
Yeah.
You know, in communities, because let's face it, they're everywhere. We may not even know where they live at, and they could be next door. So we encourage parents, family members to go online and look through the Texas Department of Public Safety's website, where you can search through the names and stuff like that for residences to find out if there are sex offenders live there.
Now, technically, they're not supposed to have their lights on or anything, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, but you just never know. Better
You
safe
never
than
know.
sorry.
Better safe than sorry, and also caution and make sure your children stay away from houses that have their lights off, because as you said, they're not supposed to participate. So they're supposed to have their lights off, no decorations, Halloween decorations, so there's supposed to be no participation at all.
Okay. Now, when it comes to candy, I mean, I hate it. I hate working in this business because we do all the stories about all of the things, but we should be checking their candy too, right?
Well, absolutely. Thinking back to my days as a kid, that's when the whole landscape of trick-or-treating was changed in 1974 with what happened in Deer Park.
Oh.
And that's when the hospitals would start doing the free x-rays of the candies and all that.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't
Well,
live here. Oh, I mean, yeah.
They're no longer doing that anymore, so it's up to the parent to examine the candy or examine the wrapper. That's most important.
Okay.
And even if it takes, grabbing the hold of the candy to see if air is still in it. And if there's no air in it, then that means somebody's tampered with it in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So even a hypodermic needle into the side.
Oh my
candy.
goodness.
So I mean, these are things that like I said, the landscapes have been changed. So these are things that we need to be, using caution and making sure. And if it takes smashing the candy to make sure no liquids come out or anything.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's best to go where you know the people too.
That's
Exactly.
key.
Yeah, like, sometimes you go to a neighborhood and you're like, this is a bit of a sketchy neighborhood, or maybe these aren't the right people. Maybe just steer clear of that neighborhood.
Oh, I definitely would.
Yeah. Are you all dressing up for Halloween?
We're in it right now. Here's our costumes.
I think that's so you're working Halloween.
Yes, ma'am, we will. We'll
Yeah.
be out there.
What's the #1 call you guys get on Halloween?
For the most part. So, I mean, there's a lot of parties that go on, especially with it being a Friday night. So
I
there's
know,
going to be a
it's
lot,
Yeah.
lot of loud noise disturbances and things of that
Yeah,
nature.
I worry too about the older people. Don't drink and drive, folks. Please do not drink and drive. That makes me nervous too. I said, Lieutenant, I said you should be Ken. You should be a Ken doll. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Ken?
I don't want to inflate his ego anymore.
Please don't arrest me, but I think, am I wrong? Cynthia's over here. I mean, I think he could be Lieutenant Ken. I think you could do that.
I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Well, you guys always make it a very safe and happy Halloween. I love having you on. And send my regards to the constable. I heard he's not feeling well. So
Definitely will.
tell him thank you. And I also like your badges. Pink for breast
Yes.
cancer awareness.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I really love that. Thank you
Great.
for all you do in keeping us safe. Also, speaking of staying safe and kids trick-or-treating in full force, AAA is joining us with some safety tips for drivers out there. I kind of touched on it with drinking and driving. We do not want that, but also things that we need to keep aware of. So that is after the break. Well, as we mentioned, Halloween is just days away, and that means many ghosts, witches, and superheroes will be on our streets looking for treats. But keeping them safe while they collect all of their candy should be a top priority for everyone who plans to trick or treat, as well as for drivers on Halloween night. So joining us in studio is is our dear friend of the show, AAA Texas spokesman Doug Shoup, with some tips on how to choose a safe costume and how to make them more visible to drivers. It's always a pleasure having you on,
Nice to see you, Maggie. Thanks for having me in here. Very timely topic.
I love this, and you brought some good pieces for
Yes,
show and tell.
we're always encouraging folks to look for light and bright costumes.
Oh,
like,
my goodness,
how cute is that little pumpkin?
That was A's first costume. When she was
Was
a
it
baby,
really?
she was a pumpkin. This is adorable.
Yeah, no, these are great because they don't cover the child's face, so they can clearly see out. It's also very bright.
Yes.
Now, other costumes, you know, like this, believe it or not, these types of masks are very difficult to see through.
Yeah, they can't look both ways.
No, it's you lose your peripheral vision, so parents really should put the masks on to see how limiting they are for the vision for the kids. Maybe you opt for face paint. You know, you do the green face paint as opposed to using this mask. Now, another thing that we encourage people to do, look at that reflective tape. Make it look like it's a belt. You can get it at any discount store, hardware store.
Okay.
Just get this reflective tape, and look at this, what we did with this bat costume.
Oh, how cute.
See how dark it is?
Yeah.
Very, very dark costume, but we put some yellow reflective tape on the front as well as on the back. You could do this with the kids, get their buy-in, and just make it more visible to drivers.
Say it's magical tape. That's what I
Yeah, say it's magic tape, and it comes in different colors too. So you've got red, you've got yellow, you've got white. We're also encouraging people to have, you know, glow sticks or flashlights for your kids, but make sure that they're not shining it into the eyes of drivers. Teach them to walk with the flashlight pointing down on the ground so they can clearly see where they're going.
These are just terrifying.
Yeah, they're spooky costumes, but again, you know, you put this on, it's kind of difficult to see through this, and you lose that peripheral vision. So again, maybe you can cut the eyes a little bit more open so that the child can see better, or opt for face paint. Much better option. Yeah.
Okay. Now for drivers, because I was thinking about that, they're not good drivers here anyway. And then it's Friday night, Halloween.
Yeah.
This makes me nervous. They don't even stop at stop signs as it is.
Yeah, drivers absolutely must be watching out for those youngins. Watch out for children who could be coming in between parked cars, making sure they're not going to always, you know, use the sidewalks and the crosswalks.
And they get so excited they could dart.
Right, and as drivers, we need to be extra mindful of that. Drivers should also not use neighborhoods as shortcuts, you know, particularly on Friday evening, when we're going to have a lot of kids out there on Halloween night. Slow down. A pedestrian who's hit by a vehicle going 25 miles per hour is more likely to survive that than a pedestrian hit by a vehicle going 35 miles per hour. So just that 10 miles per hour could be the difference between life and death. And of course, it's Friday night. A lot of people will be going to Halloween parties. Make a plan ahead of time. Have that designated non-drinking driver, have a ride-sharing service, or ask if you can stay overnight wherever you plan to celebrate this Halloween.
Yes, because it's not a treat to be in the Slammer. I don't know. I've never been there, but I don't want to know.
Right, exactly. And for those who are planning holiday parties, you know, of course, if you're going out, you want to have that designated driver or stay overnight somewhere. But if you're having a party, have some safe ride-sharing ideas. You know, list of cab companies offer, you know, to help your guests with a ride share yourself. Offer alternative beverages, not just all alcoholic beverages, but think about those designated drivers and, you know, have some other refreshments that don't have alcohol in them.
Well, and a lot of mocktails. I mean, that's like a big thing right
that's
now,
a
so
big
that's a good
thing. Yeah, mocktails are a lot of fun, and you can go online. You can find all kinds of Halloween-themed mocktails without any alcohol in them.
And you know what? No one really likes a wicked hangover.
Right, exactly, yeah. Enjoy your Saturday morning.
Exactly.
Take the mocktails instead, right?
That's what I'm going to be doing because I have a 3-year-old. So that doesn't sound like a good idea to me. I love all this. Now, driving, you don't want to be wearing a mask either.
Right, that's the other thing. Make sure that you're taking off your mask. I mean, you know, you want to be mostly in costume, but definitely take off the mask if you're driving somewhere. And remember, always wear those seat belts. If you're taking the kids trick-or-treating by vehicle, make make sure that they're buckled up
And
the entire night.
And the car seat.
And the child car seats, you're using those as well.
So May, I will say for parents, like her costume's a little poofy. We put it on when we get to the place we're going.
Yes, because you don't want any of that costume to interfere with the safety benefits of using that child car seat.
It's exhausting when you have a little one.
Yeah, it's a little extra time, you know. It takes a little longer to get ready for Halloween night, but you know what? The main goal is safety. We want the kids to have a great time.
I love it.
But most importantly, we want them to get home with their treats safely.
I love it. Are you dressing up?
I am not. No, I did not. I dressed up as a pirate over the weekend and went to a Halloween party. So that was fun. Yeah, I'll have to show you my picture later.
I always love having you on me, matey. All right, well, happy Halloween and stick around. There's more HTL Live to come. Definitely a treat. Well, we're already at that halfway mark, and still to come, a local organization that is empowering children with skin conditions. They're joining me live in studio to tell us more about their inspiring work. Plus, it's Motivational Monday, and we'll be joining by another local nonprofit that is mentoring teens to succeed in their dream career. And how about those Texans? The Houston Texans come back with a win against the 49ers. We'll hear from H-Town Sports Talk co-host Kim Davis about the game. That and more is headed your way in the second half hour of H-Town Live after the break.
Live from Houston with Maggie Flecknoe, your destination for hometown business, local cuisine, culture, and community. This is H-Town Live.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the second half hour of H-Town Live. I'm so excited on this Motivational Monday, a local organization that is empowering children with skin conditions. Made a Masterpiece is making the world a better place for kids who may need that boost of confidence. In fact, we have two very special and talented guests joining us with more. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name's Rebecca Molander, and I am Alana Bree.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us. You have been on the show before.
Yes, I was.
So tell us a little bit about this organization.
Well, I'm gonna let Alana take the lead on this one.
Yeah, so I am the founder of the organization. So it has been a calling because I am a pediatric dermatologist and did academic medicine, had my own practice, all these things. But kids with skin disease wear their disease. And we know that's really hard in our world that's so visually focused, right? And there's increased risks of just depression, anxiety, low self-confidence, and there's very few people that are addressing that issue. And what really struck me is there's a 36% increased risk of suicide in kids with skin disease.
Oh,
sadly.
that's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, and there was nobody filling that gap, so I am trying to fill that gap through Made a Masterpiece.
This is incredible. So tell us what you're doing.
So we are the only nonprofit in the whole U.S. supporting the social, emotional, and spiritual aspects of kids living with skin disease of all types. So,
oh my gosh, thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, it's a blessing. These kids are amazing, and like I tell them, their skin's a canvas. They are a wonderful work of art, and they were made to be special and to stand out, and it's really sometimes just that perspective shift that we need, and sometimes we need help to have that perspective shift, right? A little motivation.
Yes, exactly. Well, this really touches my heart, and it's helping local artists. You're helping them. So tell me about that.
Well, so Alana and I kind of met through this very serendipitous type situation, which is a long story, but I have a lot of people in my family and just in my life in general that have different skin conditions, and I've seen how it affects them to have to face the world in different ways every day. So what she's doing really is very near and dear to my heart. But Alana is actually an artist at heart herself, so I've gotten to introduce her to so many members of Houston's incredible art community that we have here. So I'm really just actually one on what she's calling her Masterpiece Collective of Artists. But all sorts of Houston artists have really stepped forward, and we're creating works of art for her. These are going to be auctioned off at the a fundraising event that we're having on November 7th, just to help these kids and the world realize that their skin is just a canvas and they are a beautiful work of art.
This means so much to me. My best friend's daughter, she is having a skin condition, and it really is, when she got the diagnosis, I'll never forget getting that call and the tears and just worrying about Addie and how the world was going to receive her.
Absolutely.
And then now, something like this, I have to tell her about it.
Please.
Because it will just help her so much. And your work, you know I'm a huge fan. So tell me about some of these pieces.
Well, this piece I created for Alana for the event that's coming up on November 7th, that fundraising event where 13 other Houston artists will be involved in as well. And then this one is actually a collaboration that we created together. So I did the painting on it, and this is the masterpiece poem on it.
Oh, I love this. And so it says, masterpiece, an original work of art, beautiful, perfect, yet authentic, made with care, precision, love, and a little bit of grit, exactly and perfectly right, not without flaws, and yet flawless. That's stunning.
It is stunning. It's by Lindsay O'Sullivan. She was previously on our staff. She is a child life specialist. She now works at her church, but she's the one that wrote that. We actually were in New York, and kids got to design a dress that had the microscopic image of their skin in it. They were works of art, these pieces, and that was amazing. That was our New York fashion show and tell, and after our Houston event, we're actually going to New York. We're collaborating with Rick Gudaudy, a Positive Exposure. He has a gallery there, and it's on this big project we're working on. It's called Look at Me, What Do You See? This is me, let me help you see. And that's what all the fundraising is for currently, is for this traveling exhibition. It's set to launch in the Health Museum in Houston of September 2026.
I'm so proud of you. You are making such an incredible difference. When you see these children look in the mirror and see themselves differently, what does that feel like?
Oh, it's gonna be, it's so special. Again, to help them see that they're a masterpiece, and once they do, it changes their life, and through them, my life has been changed, and just to be a small part of their story. And that's why this traveling art exhibit is so impactful, is because it is a way for these kids to tell their stories from their perspective. And again, a lot of us don't know how to talk to kids with skin conditions, because that's what we see, and there's so much misconception, there's so much that just really needs to be demystified. And I think our stories are powerful, and it lets us, you know, connect with people as people, not as a skin disease.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what you see when you look at a child with a skin disease.
Yeah.
But there's so much more. Like,
Yes.
I can see past that. And again, it makes them stand out. And it's, again, that positive perspective change is just, you were made to stand out. You stand out. So many people want to be Instagram famous.
Yes.
Like, you already stand out. Let's find a way to use that for good.
You're a beautiful soul. We want to support you. Tell everybody where they can go for more, my friend.
Yes, madeamasterpiece.org. There's information there about our organization. It's got our poem there. It's also got free resources for kids. And then there's a whole subsection on a whole webpage on our exhibition. And that is where you can get your tickets. Tickets for the Houston event are free. Please come on November 7th and learn all about us and be part of our community for those with skin conditions. But then also, it's a great place for you to donate if you guys can't make the event. We promise to use your money well. We have no staff, and all money goes to the kids.
You just are both beautiful souls. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, now for some Texans talk. No Nico Collins? Psh, no problem. CJ Stroud threw for a season-high 318 yards and 2 TDs as the Texans beat the 49ers 26-15 at NRG Stadium. Stroud spread the wealth, hitting 9 different receivers, with Xavier Hutchinson leading the way with 69 yards and a score. Rookie Woody Marks chipped in with 62 rushing yards and 49 more through the air, while Houston's defense locked down Christian McCaffrey, holding him to just 25 rushing yards. Houston improves now to 3-4, and here's more from Stroud.
Spreading the ball around is great for everybody. I love seeing my guys make plays, and shout out to Jared, Jared Wayne, for making 2 catches, his first 2 catches of his career. He's somebody I came in with that worked very hard to get where he's at. And I'm just so proud of him, man, his faith in the Lord and just his continued faith in himself. But just the opportunity that he got, man, he took full advantage. So big shout out to him. Brax, shout out Big J. Noel, Hig. We got a bunch of guys, Dalt. I'm probably forgetting some, but everybody balled.
Well, now let's check in with H-Town Sports Talk co-host Kim Davis for her thoughts after such a big win.
Well, standing here on the field after the Houston Texans defeated the San Francisco 49ers 26-15 in a game that they really dominated from the opening kickoff all the way through the end of the game. Like, San Francisco made a few big plays, but the Texans never got rattled. They only punted one time in Sunday's win against the 49ers. And they did a pretty good job against Christian McCaffrey, who is one of the most effective, productive, deadly offensive weapons in the league. Like, he's really, really good. And here's some things that really stood off. The offense dominated in time of possession, almost 2-1. In fact, I think Kamari Lassiter said it, maybe the defense for the Texans was only on the field about 5 minutes in the first half. So the offense came out and scored on their first, like I said, they didn't punt until late in the fourth quarter, one time all day, which means that they were moving the ball, they were scoring. There was no Nico Collins today out, concussion protocol. No Christian Kirk, still out. What did that mean? That means that CJ had to go to some different weapons. He talked about how it's tough not having your, the biggest playmaker. But look what they did, the production they got from some of the young guys. Jalen Noel, Jaden Higgins, Xavier Hutchinson. Jarrett Wayne got his first 2 receptions of his career, I believe. And then, of course, Woody Marks continues to make some noise in terms of how they run the ball. He and Nick Chubb, kind of that dual-headed running back that they have. So, yes, winning does cure everything. It quiets the noise. And here's something that I think is interesting. One of the criticisms that I've heard about C.J. Stroud from peers locally, not really nationally, is about his perceived, let me be clear that I'm saying perceived lack of leadership. And really it's about the way he leads, right? I mean, people are critical of the fact that he always talks about God. Well, that's just who he is. But, we also work in an industry where Travis Hunter for the Jaguars was criticized for getting baptized. I digress. My point is, you have to let people be who they are and let them have the success in being who they are, right? We don't get to determine how CJ leads. And we shouldn't even criticize that he doesn't do it the way most quarterbacks do it in the league in terms of what he says when he shows up at the podium. What matters is, how does he perform on the field? Do his teammates respect him? Do they still feel like Seven, as they call him Seven, is the guy that when he's getting protection, when he has help, is one of the best in the league? And the answer that I keep hearing is yes.
Thank you, Kim. I like what you said. Let people be who they are. Well, next up, Houston will host the Denver Broncos at home on Sunday at noon. Let's get another W. Well, welcome back, everybody. As you know, it's Motivational Monday, and today we want to highlight a local program that helps local teens succeed. Through the Atlas Scholars Program, local high school students gain mentors, professional networks, and real-world experience that opens doors to industries many never imagined they could reach. And we have 2 very special guests joining us with all of the details. Ladies, thank you so much for waking up with us. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Kamari. I am the Executive Director for Atlas Scholars.
I'm Ami. I'm an Atlas Scholars alumna.
Well, I am so excited to hear about this. I wish there was something like this when I was in school.
Me too.
I know, right? So, Kamari, tell us a little bit about this.
So, I don't know if you know this, but 80% of jobs come from networking. But we know that most students won't have access to that type of network, especially from underrepresented backgrounds, until it's way too late. And Atlas Scholars changes that. This summer, during our Summer Institute, we took students on a number of site visits. One of them was to a bank. They met everyone from the bank teller to the regional vice president. And one of our students walked away and said, I know what I want to do now. And they sent a follow-up email to that regional vice president who potentially has a job opportunity or an internship opportunity for that student. So it opens doors for them.
Right.
Our program sits kind of at the intersection of education and workforce development. Our professional development program does what you said. It's career exposure, mentorship, high levels of those things, college and career readiness. While we are not a college access program, our students are going to college at 100%, and more importantly, they're graduating at 100%. And so we have students right now at MIT, at Notre Dame, at University of Texas, at Carleton College, and they're coming back to Houston, many of them, and working in energy and finance and marketing and all of the dreams that they desired for themselves.
This just gave me chills,
Exactly.
knowing, and it just gives me hope. I love hearing about our future and that it's
Absolutely.
bright. So share your story.
Well, I mean, Atlas did a lot for me. I discovered the program during our first year of moving to the U.S. So little girl, big dreams, new country, new system.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Rwanda. I'm East African,
Okay.
but I grew up in Southern Africa. So when I moved here, I found out about the program, and it was just the perfect situation because it gave me the roadmap that I needed to be able to accomplish those big dreams in this new country, this new city, new state. And it also did what most students in these situations need, which is give you the confidence that you can actually do it, on top of the skills, the resources, the roadmap that they do provide for you. And even though it's a program with, you know, cohorts and groups of students, it's also very much geared to your individual needs. Strengthens your already the strengths that you already have, and helps you deal with the areas of, you know, improvement that you have to be able to accomplish those dreams.
Wow.
And it also exposes you to careers you didn't even know existed.
Right.
I mean, I learned about the finance world through the, you know, through the internship. I learned about different careers that I didn't even think existed. And I mean, I still ended up doing what I always wanted to do, but it gave me this like confidence, oh, you can do it, but even if you change your mind, there are always all of these other options, and you have the network, you have the support, because they come behind you all through high school, through college, and now even as an alum, I still get to benefit from that network and from those connections. So it's really a far-reaching program.
So what do you do now?
Now I work in a nonprofit world. I do a lot of work with refugee resettlement, underserved populations in high schools that are in these areas that have a lot of immigrants, a lot of refugees. I also just work in the education space, advocacy, so it's just all the things that it did for me, I'm able to, you know, give back to.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, and you just shine.
Thank you.
When you hear success stories and knowing that you've made a difference, what does that feel like?
It feels incredible. You know, all of us know that we need just a little something sometimes. A person can sometimes send us over the edge. It's like the person that really helps us to see what is in us, see more in us than maybe we see in ourselves. And so when we see our students really being successful in accomplishing things that they wanted, that they maybe didn't think that they could accomplish, it really is magical.
It really is. How can we get involved?
Oh, I'd love that. So if people want to get involved with students like Ami, we are always looking for mentors. We're looking for individuals to be guest speakers and share their stories with them. We're looking for companies that might be willing to open their doors to site visits so that our students can tour and learn about new careers. If individuals are looking to be a part of, to donate to us or be a part of our programming, we have an event this Sunday. Sunday for Scholars is our annual fundraising event. It is not your typical fundraiser. It's high energy polo paired with kind of high impact purpose. So people can find information about that on our website, atlasscholars.org. But if there are parents or students watching, our recruitment season starts December 1st. And historically, we've had 10 to 12 students every year, but we are growing. We are going to take our largest cohort to date. We'll be announcing that number at Sunday for Scholars. So if people are there, they'll get to hear how many students we're recruiting, and then we'll share it more broadly afterwards. But we're already excited to take the newest set of students.
Well, please come back. I would love to continue to support you and make magic for all of these children and such a bright future. So thank you for the work that you're doing, and congrats on all of your success.
Thank you.
Keep dreaming big.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm very excited because speaking of big, this next story is, well, it's just kind of nuts. So, of course, we had to get Ito into the mix. Texas Parks and Wildlife finally crowned this year's, forget about the fat bear, there's a fat squirrel for Fat Squirrel Week. Did you guys know this was a thing? Oh, yeah, it's a thing. It's nuts. I told you. So, congratulations in order. Sorry, I can't even say his name. Chunkosaurus Rex, who beat out Chuck Norris for the top spot. Texas Parks And Wildlife says Chunkosaurus is a fan favorite at Dinosaur Valley State Park, moving surprisingly fast in the quest for acorns and camper crumbs.
Can I please have this job of looking for fat squirrels? Can I just have that job?
Fun fact.
What?
Of course I have a fun fact tied to fat squirrels. I mean, So my Nana lived at Colorado Springs. Pikes Peak was her mountain, she called. And she had squirrels all over. So she loved squirrels. So
what?
She loved squirrels. So I would collect squirrel things. Whenever I found a squirrel, I'd give it to her. So we had squirrel figurines and all this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. And then last Valentine's Day, my dad tripped over a squirrel figurine and part of it got lodged in his face. That's when he had that terrible accident. It was horrible, horrific. So now I don't ever want to see another squirrel figurine ever again.
Oh my gosh, that took a turn.
Nana likes to look for squirrels with Nana and Papa. And now I'm like, look at this. The fattest squirrel in the world is right here in Texas. It's nuts, I tell ya.
It is absolutely nuts.
But squirrels get a little close for comfort sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I have squirrels in my backyard, and I was so excited when I moved in because we have a pecan tree.
Oh.
Those squirrels eat every single pecan on that tree. We go on the ground and we can't find, they all got holes and chunks out of them, and it's just...
Don't you love to watch them though?
No, they make me angry.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm allergic to nuts. Save it. But I love watching squirrels go. May and I imitate them. We're like,
really?
Let me can you do your best squirrel? Oh, that
was that a hamster?
That was like a chip
or mouse?
I think this is me.
This is the impression of the squirrels in my backyard.
Okay.
They have the pecan. They take a bite. Look at me square in the eye.
Okay.
They're looking me square in the eye. Take a bite. And drop it.
That looks like May. That looks like May at dinner. That is a big old, that's bold. It's like, you want your nut?
Exactly. And I will tell you, I guess the neighborhood has a problem with the squirrels. I have never done this, but our neighbor one time told us they shot BBs at the squirrels.
I was gonna say, BB guns?
They still come back. He said, we shot BBs, they were gone maybe for half a day, and then more just came in and we're like, hey, look, we have some open flats around here, let's move in. And it's just like, what?
Could your BB gun neighbor come over to my house because we have turkey vultures?
What?
Yes.
That
has no place. Okay, we got to fly to water.
No, wait, Rodden.
Yeah, that's a tease. We'll talk about that another time.
Please.
I'll tell you about that. And
I need to know. What if there's a serial killer in your neighborhood and that's what?
Why? Why did you go there? No, there is not. Stop. Go to the forecast. You just got dark.
I did, didn't I? All right, okay, on a serious note.
Dark.
Yeah, we do have to go on a serious note here. Hurricane Melissa, Category 5. This is a worst case scenario for Jamaica. Not only has it been churning south of Kingston, south of the island for several days now, just dumping wind, unlashing tropical force winds. It is going to intensify. In fact, it did already this morning. We're up to 165 mile-per-hour winds, plus the central pressure is down to 908. It was 913 earlier. So, Maggie, if you think of figure skaters, right, and just imagine that they have their arms out, they're kind of slow. So that's what it's like when we have just a big pressure gradient. There's a whole bunch of space between the center of them and then the ends of their hands. But once those hands come in and they start going really, really fast, that's kind of what is happening right here. The pressure gradient is getting smaller and closer together. So we've got these very strong winds inside of Melissa. And I want to take you over to the wind impacts as this continues to move throughout the Caribbean. This is going to be devastating. It's, like I said, it is a worst case scenario. The big message from the National Hurricane Center is wherever you're at is where you need to stay. Look at this. So we're looking at the major and extreme wind impacts here. That's where we've got roofs gone. We've got homes totaled. Not to mention the rainfall and the landslides, but with the wind itself, look at this. As it crosses over Jamaica, extreme to major wind. And then it will lose some intensity as it crosses over Jamaica, but look as it heads towards eastern Cuba, still major wind impacts and even into the southeast Bahamas and the Turks of Caicos. So Melissa, this is one we definitely need to continue to monitor. Okay, let's go ahead and switch things up now. I want to talk about the planner for today. Today, lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 80s, but I want to take you over to the wind gusts because, Maggie, you know I'm a friend of our skirt, dress, and wearing, right? I'm a fan. I love dresses.
You want me to have a Marilyn Monroe moment?
You will. Well, if you wear a skirt tomorrow or Wednesday. Look at this. Here comes that front.
Luckily, I got curbside. Otherwise, you'd be getting a peep show at HEB.
Yeah, Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Oh,
do you see those wind gusts?
Tuesday.
Yeah, this is for that front that's coming in on Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you meant today.
No, not today. Today's going to be fine.
It's the return of Carl Weber's The Family Business Season 6 with the premiere this Thursday, October 23rd. We have Ernie Hudson, Valerie Pettyford, Michael J. White joining us today to give us a sneak peek. Thank you guys so much for waking up with us.
The Family Business has become a fan favorite, I believe, because it really focuses on the dynamics of a family. It's a family in pursuit of the American dream by any means necessary, and I think any family in America can relate to that. But also in the sense of creating a legacy, what's really important. But the dynamics of holding a family together, keeping the ship on course, and of course, when you're successful, there are all kinds of enemies coming to take your place. But I think these characters have integrity, and I think people see themselves in the character. And I think that's what makes the show really, really work.
Also, it is great television. It is everything one could want for when watching a great show. I'm a huge fan. I love great performances, television, film, theater. And so this show offers something for everyone, all ages, all genres, all colors, shapes, and sizes. And so there's nothing like great television giving you everything you could possibly want. And The Family Business delivers that. And this season, season 6, is the best one yet.
Yeah, everybody who's followed us up until this time, you're going to see the best season yet. And we've upped the ante in action and storytelling, and it's just outstanding this season. So I look forward to enjoying it for a second time as a viewer myself.
And thank you for, watching. You can see Family Business Season 6 on BET Plus. It's going to be exciting, and we really appreciate you. Thank you.
And that's nearly a wrap on today's show. Before we go, here is a look at today's sponsored content. We also want to thank all of our guests who are on the show. Be sure to follow them on their social media handles. They were kind enough to support us. We want to support them. And also, make sure if you want to stream us again, we stream at noon on CW39.com. In the meantime, we will see you back here tomorrow morning, same place, same time, for more H-Town Live. In the meantime, bye for now, everyone. Thank you for starting your week off with us. Have a great one.